everybody! I'm here today to tell you about 6 serious driving faults to avoid on your driving test. In this video, I'll be going over 6 specific serious faults that you should completely avoid if you're taking your driving test. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, it should be noted that where you live, you might have different things that classify as serious driving faults. But generally speaking, all of these 6 faults that I'm going to list are serious, and you should avoid them whether they're serious or not where you live. So you should definitely avoid them. Let's get right into the video. Driving fault number 1, serious driving fault number 1 that you should most definitely avoid is running a stop sign. Now, when you see a stop sign, you know, those big red signs that say stop, it's not a suggestion, okay? That's like an order. It's telling you to stop. It's not saying like stop if you feel like it. It's saying stop in order to maintain the safety of the road and everyone and everything around that road. So with that being said, if you run a stop sign, meaning if you go right through it, or if you don't completely stop, okay, if you roll through it, it's still considered running a stop sign. That is completely unsafe because you went through an intersection, okay, where you should have stopped, which means that you created a completely unsafe action. You did something that was completely unsafe. So just when you see a stop sign, stop. And the best way to make sure that you do that is to see the stop sign. So always scan the road in front of you and around you, and you should see the stop signs. Also, as a bonus tip, drive around the driving test area before you actually take the test, and you'll start getting an idea of where all the stop signs are. And whenever you're approaching an intersection, just scan for any stop signs or lights. It's as simple as that. The second serious driving fault that you should most definitely avoid is running a red light. Now, I know when I say running a red light, you automatically assume I'm saying just going right through a red light. And yes, that's bad, but many people run red lights even when they're not going straight, meaning they're making a right-hand turn on a red and they don't stop. They either roll right through that right-hand turn or they just don't come to a complete stop. Like I said, that's considered running a red light, and it is, in my opinion, pretty much just as dangerous as going straight through a red light at an intersection. So that being said, like I said with the stop sign, you got to be aware of your surroundings. If you see that a light is red, okay, stop. It's as simple as that. And if you do that, you'll probably be okay. You're not going to commit this serious driving fault, this serious driving error, okay? The third thing that you should completely avoid is driving way too fast. Now, I say way too fast because if you go 1 or 2 kilometers an hour over the speed limit, usually that's accepted. Even sometimes up to 3 kilometers an hour over, it's usually accepted. But if you start going 5, 10, 15, 20 kilometers an hour over, you're probably not going to pass your driving test. You're probably going to fail immediately or almost immediately. Don't drive way too fast. Look at the speed limit, follow it. And if the weather conditions are not ideal, if it's snowing, raining, foggy, hailing, sunny, sun shining in your face, whatever the case is, then you got to slow down below the speed limit to make sure you're driving at a safe speed, okay? So don't necessarily follow only the speed limit. You got to drive the safe speed at the end of the day. The fourth driving fault, serious driving fault that you need to avoid is mounting the curb. Now, I know it seems like it's not going to happen. When people parallel park, they mount the curb. When they're forward parking or reverse parking, they mount the curb. You know, just take your time, learn how to estimate the distance around your car, and you probably shouldn't have a problem with mounting the curb. Just practice. The more that you practice, the better prepared that you'll be for the driving test. The 5th serious driving fault to avoid on your driving test is, and you're going to probably laugh at this one, but it happens so often, hitting another car. Okay, you're driving, boom, you hit another car, fail, okay? That is completely unsafe, and it's going to cause you to fail. You're reverse parking, you're doing your reverse park, boom, you hit the car, fail, okay? You're changing lanes, you didn't see someone in your blind spot, boom, you hit the car, fail, okay? It's literally as simple as that. Learn how to not hit cars, and you will probably get in fewer accidents in your driving career. So it will help you on the test, but even more importantly than this little test to get your license is you not getting into accidents often, okay? Because let's face it, you can be sitting at a red light and boom, someone can rear end you. But with that being said, I don't want you to be rear-ending people. If it happens to you, it happens, but I don't want you to be the cause of it. So learn how to not hit another car, and you will avoid this serious driving fault. I know it seems uncommon, but believe me, so many people hit other cars when they're doing their driving test. Last but not least is serious driving fault number 6 that you should completely avoid. And this is way more common than hitting another car, and it is moving when it is unsafe to do so. Now, basically, you might be changing lanes when it's unsafe. You might be turning right or left when it's unsafe. You might be moving away from the curb when it's unsafe, like you were pulled over and all of a sudden you're starting to drive. There are so many movements that you can do when it is unsafe, and you have to make sure that it's safe. Don't rely on everyone else around you to create your safety. Rely on yourself. That means check your mirrors, check your blind spots, look all around the car, do all of the checks that you need to do in order to make sure that it's safe, and only proceed when it is safe to do so. And if you do that, you're gonna have a better chance, a much better chance at passing your driving test. And that's basically it. Those are 6 serious driving faults to avoid on your driving test. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.